Good morning, everyone. This is Luciana Turner of the LT&A Consulting Group, a government contracting, training, and consulting firm. How are you doing this morning? Hmm. We have some interesting things going on in my life, but that's okay. Kind of taking the mood. Anyway, I wanted to share with you, I should come into the room, say hello. If you're catching this live versus replay, do hashtag replay. I do go back, see who's watched. I always greet people. So say hello. You know how we were raised. We were raised to say hello when you enter the room. Anyway, I was having a very fruitful conversation with a colleague yesterday. And she's a business owner. And she was telling me that she was given some questionable advice concerning paying herself out of her business. She wanted to set herself up on W 2. She was advised not to, just take owner's draw. I asked her, well, when you were taking the draws, were you at least paying taxes on it at the time of the draw? And she said no. And I was like, are you aware that you're going to have this huge tax bill at the end of the year? Were you filing your quarterly taxes? And she said no. And I was okay. So at the end of the conversation, it comes down to this. Just because somebody has some initials behind their name does not mean they're qualified to give you advice for your situation. Now, the person who gave her the advice they were a CPA. But she's a business owner. And actually, she owns a business. Her husband owns a business. And I believe she's still what we call parallelpreneur. She still has a 9 to 5. Her husband has a 9 to 5. And next year, she intends to transition totally into her business because the business is taking off. So, from our conversation, she now has this tax issue she's going to have to face once she files taxes, because she's looking at a tax bill that, due to the advice she took from a professional, she has not prepared for. So that is a major hit, a major financial hit she's going to have to take next year. And it made me think, good morning, everyone. Good morning. It made me think about this. Far too often, we're taking advice in year 5 that was only applicable to us in year 1 in our business. I'm going to say this again. We're taking advice in year 5 that was only applicable to us in year 1 in our business. As we grow in our businesses, as our businesses grow, as we scale, our advisors at time needs to grow. It was okay to, and I'm getting ready to make an example, to go to H&R Block when we were making $20,000 a year. But when you cross the threshold to $500,000 a year, we need to go to a different tax professional. As our businesses grow, we need to seek the advice of tax professionals who can do tax planning. We need to seek bookkeepers. We need to seek the advice of people who can sit down with us and do tax planning, bookkeeping, legal planning, financial advice. These things need to scale and grow. And often we stay stuck in financial, legal advice that no longer applies to our new season. So we're acting on good information in the wrong season. That can have catastrophic event and I'm sorry, my internet is up. That can have catastrophic effects on our businesses. So in this season or in this period of rest, as we're waiting for the new fiscal year to start, our strategic planning needs to look at who are our advisors. Who is giving us our tax advice? Who's giving us our financial advice? Who's giving us our government contracting advice? Who is giving us our legal advice? And I'm going to go here. Our contract advisors and our legal advisors don't necessarily be the same person. All lawyers are not the same. All taxes persons are not the same. I use this analogy all the time. When I have a heart attack, they don't go get a podiatrist. They go get a cardiologist. Is that podiatrist a doctor? Yes. But he's not a cardiologist. Why? Because we need a specialist. We need to have at minimum a specialist on our Rolodex. We may not consult with them on a daily basis, but we need to have one on our Rolodex in times of trouble. And these are the things we should review periodically, yearly at minimum, when we're doing our strategic planning, because outdated advice can cost us dearly. So I just wanted to drop that in our spirits and our collective thoughts as we're in this planning season going into the end of the year. And I will close with that for today. And I'll see you tomorrow morning for another installment of Morning Tidbits. Have an amazing day.